Hello, welcome to Chair Yoga. So in today's class, we will be mostly sitting in a chair, but we will do some things using the chair as support to find some of our poses. So let's begin. Anchor your feet on the floor, lift through the crown of your head. Take some deep breaths in. Feel free to close your eyes. Take a moment to inhale through the center of the body, lifting up through the crown of the head, widening the chest. And exhale, relaxing your shoulders and drawing your waist and belly in. A few more settling breaths here. Just focusing on that capacity to take a deep breath in. Slowly and deeply breathing in. And slowly and completely breathing out. Let's do two more. Inhale. And exhale. Stretching your breath out without strain. So always, if it's my count is too long, then take a breath in or a breath out when you need to. On your next breath in, bring your hands together in front of the heart and bow your chin to your chest. Setting your intention to practice noticing where your mind is. And when you notice it drifts towards negativity, see if you can realign to positivity, to the things that you are grateful for. Let's blink the eyes open and inhale, circle the arms around and up. Exhale. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms around and up. And exhale, hands come back to the heart. Hold them here and press your palms together. So lining up each of the fingers and pressing the palms in. And then press up onto the fingertips and bring the backs of the hands together. And then switch palms together. Change the direction, backs of the hands together. And then shake out the wrists. Just draw little circles. You can point and flex, and then shake it out. Go ahead and relax your hands and draw a circle with the nose. And then change direction. Look all the way to your right. And then all the way to your left. All the way to your right. And all the way to your left. Look all the way to the sky. And all the way down towards your toes. Two more like that. Inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch behind the neck and feel the stretch in front of the neck. And come back to center. Now let's roll your shoulders. Take them up towards the ears, back behind you, to the hips and forward. And just let your arms and slide up and down on your thighs. And take it in the other direction. And and then reach your hands towards your ears. You can just fingertips to the head and take your elbows in and out. In and out. In and out. Good, and then let your hands interlace behind your head and press it back into the hands so you come into a little back bend. And then exhale, hug your elbows in and just stretch your upper back. So keep your lower back long. Inhale, little back bend. And exhale like you're pulling your heart back to the wall behind you or to your chair behind you. Inhale, find that little back bend in your upper back. So try and keep your waist kind of quiet here. Exhale and inhale. Now hold it here and press your head back. Straight back into the hands. One more time, press back. Now let's try a little rotation. Bring your right elbow back and center, and then left elbow back and center. Twist right and twist left. One more time, twist right and twist left. Good, lean all the way back. Deeper back bend if you have a back to lean on. And then bring it all the way forward and bring your hands to the knees. Inhale. Let's roll through the spine. Exhale, stack the vertebrae. Inhale. Exhale, roll up, belly pulls in. Inhale, belly drops to the thighs, heart forward. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, forward. Touch your toes. Take a moment to just hang here. And then bring your hands to your knees and roll up. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's hold a twist. So turning to your right side, just whatever you want to hold on to. Maybe left hand comes to the outside of the leg. And hold and breathe. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And let's switch to the other side. Hold and breathe here. Deep inhale. Letting go, exhale. One more time here. Just breathing into the twist. And release. Take a side bend. Right hand up and over. And then let it rest on the head, little side bend, stretching through the neck. Push your head up, side bend again. And then little side bend. So I'm just pressing my head up into the hands, not a big pull here. And then release. Close shoulders, a couple of rolls. And take it to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, stretch to the right side of the neck. So the right shoulder's anchoring down. Inhale, reach up and over. Just a gentle stretch through the right side of the neck. Lift it back to center. Let's reach your arms up. Imaginary block between your hands. Lift it to the sky. Now reach, hinge forward for chair pose, dropping your weight into your feet a little bit more and pulling your navel back. Bring your hands to your heart and then just rotate. You can stay here or you can bring that elbow all the way down and to the opposite knee or the same knee. Either one. Hold and breathe. And we'll look back to center. Exhale. Find your variation of a twist. You can hold and hover. Drop your elbow to one knee or deepen it to the other knee. Just hold and breathe. And then bring it back to center. Hands to the knees. Inhale, belly to the thighs. Exhale, release all the way down. And then stack back up. Inhale. Arms up towards the sky. Vertical twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale, arms to the sky. Left hand back, right hand forward. Inhale, arms back to the sky. Cactus, the arms twist to the right. Inhale, cactus or gold pose, if that's more familiar to you, pulling down. Inhale, bring it back to center, reach your arms forward, and pull back here. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together, and then reach across, give yourself a hug. You can let your elbows drop and your head drop. Again, stretching through the upper back. And then inhale again, gold post your arms, lifting your heart. Bring the arms back, reach them forward, pull and squeeze, all the way out, and take the right arm over the left for a hug. Let your elbows drop, let your head drop. Inhale, floating back up. So we move with the breath to help give our mind something to anchor on. Roll your shoulders back. 2 and 1. All right, let's again reach forward into your chair pose. Arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, coming back. Reaching forward. Lift the arms, bringing more work into your back. Hug your ribs in. And then exhale, pull back. Let's scooch a little bit further forward in our chair. And we'll come in forward into that chair pose, working our back body. And then back, hands to the heart, working our front body. As you reach forward and lift the arms and press into your feet, feel your back muscles working. Excuse me. And then leaning back, feel your core muscles working. So the core muscles are holding you from going back in further. And here, back muscles are holding you from dropping down and releasing with gravity. One more time, reach back. And then forward. And release your hands to the chair. And just move your right leg out as far as it'll go. And twist away from it. Look over your left shoulder. And then step it back in. And bring your left leg out. And turn to the other side. Feeling a little bit of a stretch in your left inner thigh. And then come back to center. Lift your toes, lift your heels, lift your toes, lift your heels. Let's just do a little warm up for the ankle before we come to using the support of our chair. I'm just drawing circles. Coming up on the pinky toe, across all toes, and down on the big toe side of the foot. You can change and do those circles in the other direction. Notice how that brings a circular movement into the hip joint. Circular movement is very beneficial for your circulation. Come up on the toes and draw your circles. Other side. And then change direction. That's good. And just warm up the legs, do a little march here. Let's hold on behind your right thigh and just let your leg do a little swing forward and back. And even a little side to side. Good. Getting motion into into the legs. This little hanging helps the tendons. Just find a little circulation, a little bit of movement. Good. And then release down towards the floor. Let's do a hip stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, sitting up nice and tall, and then fold. Inhale again to lengthen, and exhale, see if you can bring the whole body a little bit further forward out over that left leg. Keep your left foot flexed. If you want a few circles of the ankle. And then switch sides. Right ankle towards the left knee. You might not be able to bring your leg all the way up, so you can cross a little bit lower or a little bit higher up. But you'll get the best stretch for your hips if you have your ankle across the leg, more perpendicular to the floor, or to your body, I should say. Hold and breathe. Just trying to lengthen your heart forward. And notice the stretch you feel and breathe into it. And then bring yourself back up. Inhale. And exhale. Reach your hands behind you like we did before. And then forward. Behind you. And then forward. And to come up off the chair, you can either hold on to the chair or reach and bring yourself up. So I'm just going to stand behind the chair and hold on and just start to draw some little circles with the left leg, massaging out the hip. And then the other leg, drawing some circles. And using the chair, little chair pose, and then lift. Chair pose, and then lift. So you'll notice that I don't change the shape of my spine as I bend. The bend comes from the hips, the knees, and the ankles. A couple more times, come into chair, start to warm up those legs. Bring your hips back and not forward. So not here, hips back. Let's try one more time and see if you can hold it there. Hug your belly in. Start to feel those muscles working. And then bring yourself back up. Let's try balance. Just lift your left heel up off the floor, any amount. If you feel comfortable enough there to lift the foot, just hold and breathe here. And you know your body. You can feel how balanced you are. If you want to try taking one hand off, that's totally up to you. Just feel the strength and the lift away from the floor as you strengthen the leg and the hip to help you balance on one foot. Each time we take a step, we're actually balancing on one foot. So let's switch sides. Start by lifting the heel, then lifting the knee if you want. So you can stay with the previous progression. Hands lightly on the chair so that you can find a nice tall spine. Maybe even taking one hand off. Hold and breathe. Feel that little bit of a waver. Allowing your body to learn how to stay strong and balanced. Good, and then take your legs wide and draw a circle with the hips. And then change direction. Now we'll find a nice stretch for the spine. So hands on top of the spine, walk your hips back and hold. Let's hold and breathe. Don't let your ribs collapse down. So this is collapsing. Keep lifting the ribs and the belly in. Nice stretch through the front of the shoulder. And then walk yourself back in. I'm going to step my right foot all the way into the chair and my left foot back for warrior one. I'm trying to line up my right knee right over the right ankle. And just press down into the chair. As you press down into the chair, drop your tailbone a little bit lower. You should start to feel a stretch in front of your left hip. Again, if you feel balanced, maybe letting the left arm pull up towards the sky. Hold and breathe. Ground down into your feet to feel the legs becoming stronger. And then release. Step your foot in. Just take a moment. Maybe just even noticing this, how legs might feel a little different after that one stretch. Bring your left leg forward and your right leg back. Anchor your back heel. Left knee over the ankle. Feel that outer edge of the right foot pressing down, but all corners of the feet pressing down. Lift up through the center and press down into the chair so your heart rises a little bit. You don't want to feel this in the lower back, so you feel that little lift of the belly, allowing your tailbone to drop. Hold and breathe here. Option to lift your right arm, only if it feels comfortable and you feel balanced. Hold and breathe. Maybe putting a smile on your face. Feel the push of the feet into the floor. And when you push into the floor, you get a little bit more strength right in center. And then step your right foot into your left. Let's take those feet wide. And again, circle. Just finding a nice circular movement in the hips to increase circulation. Good. Nice, easy side bend with your hand on the chair. Side bend up and over. And feel that nice long opening through that whole side of the body. Pressing down equally into the feet. Hold and breathe. And then come back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Just try that on the other side. So hold onto the chair and inhale. Reach up and over. Hold and breathe. Reaching through the fingertips as you press into my right hand. I'm pressing into my right heel. And come up. And just one more time, flowing into it. Inhale. Stretching your breath out and exhale, coming back. Downward facing dog, elongate both sides together. Lengthen through the spine. Walking yourself back in. Again, right foot to the chair and a big step out with your left leg. And now we're going to turn so our chest is facing sideways to the chair for warrior two pose. Root down into the legs and reach your left arm out. If you feel balanced, maybe floating the arm up. It's always the chair is there to help you stabilize. And maybe bringing your gaze up. Let's bring our hand back to the chair. And just let your elbow or hand rest on the chair and make one long diagonal line. So the weight's dropping a little bit more towards the front leg. See if you can get a little bit more strength in that back leg. Hold and breathe. And then release back to your warrior two pose. And your hand to your hip. Hold onto the chair and then lean away. You can maybe even look up to the sky if you feel balanced. And now straighten that leg. Again, resting your forearm to the back of your chair. If you don't have the back of the chair, it's just resting on top of the seat of the chair. You choose where you want to hold that arm. Maybe it just rests on your hip. And if you feel a little unsteady, just look down at the chair, look down at your foot. Hold and breathe. Slightly scissoring the legs a little bit towards each other to feel that lift through the pelvic floor and the navel. And then we'll soften the front knee. Come back into your warrior two pose. And release. Bringing the legs back to center. Taking a moment in your mountain pose. Deep breath in. Letting go, exhale. Let's try that on the other side. Step your left foot in and your right foot back. Knee over the ankle. Don't let it come in towards the middle. Press your right thigh back. Tailbone down. Then just reach your right arm out. So you're steady holding onto the chair. Looking down to see the left knee is right over the ankle and not pushing out forward over the toes, but over the ankle. Lift up tall. Press down into the feet. Hold and breathe for a moment here. And then let's come into that right ankle pose, letting your hand either rest on the chair, back of the chair, see what feels good. Keep your belly pulling in. Strong, strong legs. You can always just keep your hand down on your hips. I'm going to come back into warrior two. Hold on to the chair and reach away. For reverse warrior. Even let your head be supported by that backhand. Keep lifting your navel up and into the body. And then back to warrior two. Right leg straight and strong, left leg bent, strong, both legs pushing away from the earth. We'll come into triangle pose. Again, you choose where it feels best to support this pose. Make sure you do feel balanced. So if you need to take a little smaller stance and that will make you feel more comfortable, it's important to feel comfortable. Reach that right arm up. Or keep it to the waist. Remember, your gaze is important. Let's step back to the chair, back into your mountain pose. And just turn and face you, still behind the chair. Where you hold your gaze is where your mind will follow. So try not to let your gaze go here and there and everywhere, but hold it in one steady space. Let's try a wide leg pose. This pose is called Goddess pose. We're just gonna, it's like a wide squat. Knees come out to the side and feel free to hold on to the chair. Very strong for your inner thighs and your legs here. What I don't want is the knees to roll forward. You should, if you're looking down, you should be able to see your big toes. Don't overarch your back, keep it in a neutral length, so belly's lifting in, tailbone's lengthening down. Butt end straighten. Big breath in and exhale lower. Feel the legs getting stronger and lift. Let's try letting one arm come down as you bend and lift up as you rise. Down as you bend and up as you rise. Down as you bend and up as you rise. And just switch sides. Down as you bend, up as you rise. Down and up. Down and up. One more time like that. Inhale, lift up. Hands to the chair. As far as you're comfortable taking your legs out, We're going to just bend one knee, and you can just rest on the chair. So we're stretching this leg. Yeah, I'm going to call it right, even though it's my left, since I'm mirroring you. See if you can feel that stretch. Now, make sure your hips are pulling back, and as always, you're supporting the back by hugging your belly into the spine. Hold and breathe. Strengthen this leg, stretch in your right leg. Lift it back to center, and now bend your right knee and keep your left leg straight. Holding onto the chair in a way that feels supportive for you. Make sure your hips are pulling back so the knees are not coming out over the toes. Good. And then come back to center and heel toe those feet back in. Let's draw those hip circles one more time. And then in the other direction. Let's do one more standing balance before we come down to being on the chair. Before we just lifted the leg and come to the side. So maybe you can try a tree pose, either kickstanding the toes on the floor or lifting them up off the floor. And hold and breathe. Tree pose. Notice what the steady balance will do with steady gaze. And release. You don't have to move to the other side, but my chair blocks me if I don't. So coming to the other side, standing on the opposite leg, kick standing, or letting the leg rest. Optional to lift the arm. Hold and breathe. And release. Just one more downward facing dog, either right behind the chair. Like I said, you can always hold onto the seat of your chair to get a little bit more stretch in your hamstrings this way. That's hamstrings with the back of your leg. And then we'll come back, bend your knees, so you don't have to bend your spine. And we'll sit back in our chairs and do a couple of stretches. Always remember to drink water. Go ahead, take a deep breath in, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the arms around and up. And exhale. Let's reach your right hand out like you're giving somebody a handshake, and then pull it away. Reach it forward and pull it away. Reach it forward and pull it back, and then take it across the body and hold. Feel the stretch in the outer arm as you resist. The hands in towards each other. Give yourself a pat on the back for the great job. And to stretch your tricep. Hold and breathe. Keep reaching the elbow high, the armpit back. And then release the arms. Roll the shoulders. And now reach your right arm forward and pull it back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then across the body. Reaching your left arm back over to the left, but your right arm is pulling it back in place, back towards you. Deep breath in here. Hold and breathe into the stretch. Feel your side ribs grow. And then give yourself a pat on the back, stretching your tricep. And release the arms and roll the shoulders. Let's take the right hand behind your back, maybe even reaching for the opposite side of the chair, and then just allow the head to hang over towards left ear, towards left shoulder. You can also hold on to the same side of the chair if it's easier. Little yes here, stretching through those muscles in the side of the neck. And gently come back to center. Circular movement to increase your circulation. And then either hand behind your back, letting your head hang. Or you can also just hold on to the chair, keeping that left shoulder away from the ear. Maybe turning your head like you're saying no here, feeling the different muscles as you turn your head down and lift the chin up. And then bringing it back to center and roll the shoulders. Good. Inhale, let's get a nice stretch to the chest by simply reaching back as far as you can, but starting to turn the chest back with the arms still reaching. Maybe even have something to hold on to as you pull the chest back to face center. I'm actually holding on to the wall behind me. You might not have the wall, but just reaching the arm back. So let's try that on the other side. Reach. Think about stretching through the chest, those muscles out just over here, and then turning towards center. This can often be done at a wall. I happen to have a wall right behind me, but if you want to do it at a wall, just holding your hand at a wall and turning away from it, so you get a nice stretch in the inner chest. And then release the arm down and roll the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, lay your belly down to the thighs. So you stretch your back, hands to the floor, and just breathe into those back ribs. Let them open. Walk your hands over towards the right side and hold here. Take a couple of breaths. And then walk your hands over towards the left and take a couple of breaths. Good. Hands to the knees, roll up. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to the rib cage. And push the hands away as you breathe in. Feel that expansion of the ribs. Exhale, empty out. Inhale. And exhale. Bring one hand to the belly and one hand to your back. And inhale and breathe in. Try to push the hands away from each other. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's try one more. Hand on top of your head, just very lightly. Inhale, breathe up. You might not feel any movement at all, but just the idea of lengthening. And exhale, keep the lift. Good. And now sit back in your chair. You can just maybe one more time let the head roll forward side to side. And bring it back to center and shake everything out. So wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Getting that energy to flow in the body. You can do it by tapping also. A little Tap of your chest. Gentle circles on the side of the neck. And just lightly fingertips over the scalp, across the eyebrows. Just so gentle. Over under the eyes, under the cheekbones. And maybe some nice circles on the belly. And then just let it shed off any of that, this negative energy, negative thoughts. Just shake it off. And then relax your hands on top of your thighs. Close your eyes and continue. Deep breath in. Maybe holding it at the top. Never straining. Exhale, empty out. Come right back into your inhale. Hold your body full with breath. And exhale, emptying out. Again, deep inhale, filling. Holding it at the top. And exhale. Palms facing up to feel more energy, more open to receive. Or palms facing down on your lap to help you to become more quiet and more relaxed. You choose. As you just hold your awareness on the breath. Notice what direction your breath moves the most. We tried to feel all the directions using our hands. Now notice it without your hands. Where does your breath move all on its own? Maybe it's in all directions at once. And then bring your awareness just to allowing for a little bit more relaxation in the muscles of the body. Relaxing the eyebrows and the ears. Relaxing the teeth and the tongue. Feeling a gentle space between the upper and lower teeth. Allowing everything to be easy and free. Noticing the sounds within your space, coming from your screen. Notice the feelings of touch. So noticing whatever sensation you feel in the body. Connecting to the space between the cells so you feel the energy flowing. Feel the body vibrating with life force, prana. Open to receive life's gifts. Life's precious lessons and moments. Let's take a deep breath in together. And exhale, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Bowing your chin to your chest. Sealing our practice in gratitude. Focusing on the light. To planting seeds of positivity and gratitude. Allowing those things to grow in our lives. It's my honor to teach you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.